The sun was shining brightly in the sky as 6 kids hopped off the boat and onto the sandy shore of the mysterious island. They were a group of friends who loved nothing more than going on adventures and exploring new places. "Wow, this island is amazing," said Cammie, who was always full of energy and excitement. "I can't wait to see what's out there." "Me neither," said Remy, who was always up for a good challenge. "I bet there are all sorts of secrets and mysteries waiting for us to uncover." The group was made up of Cammie, Remy, Tawny, Blaze, Lenny, and Zane. They had known each other for years and had always been the best of friends. As they started to explore the island, they couldn't help but feel like they had stumbled upon something truly magical. "Let's make a club," said Tawny, who was always looking for ways to bring people together. "We'll call it the Island Adventurers Club." Everyone agreed and quickly got to work creating the club. They made secret handshakes, picked out special roles for each member, and decided on a set of rules that everyone had to follow. "This is going to be so much fun," said Blaze, who was always up for a good laugh. As the days went by, the kids continued to explore the island and play all sorts of games and challenges. They climbed to the top of a towering volcano, swam in crystal-clear waters, and even played a game of capture the flag that lasted for hours. But one day, as they were playing a game of hide-and-seek, things started to get a little heated. Zane accused Blaze of cheating, and Blaze accused Zane of being a sore loser. Before long, the two of them were in a full-blown argument. "Come on, guys, let's calm down," said Lenny, who was always the peacemaker. "We're all here to have fun and work together, remember?" But Zane and Blaze wouldn't listen. They continued to argue and bicker, and soon the rest of the group was caught in the middle. "We need to find a way to make peace," said Tawny, who was starting to feel worried. "We're not going to be able to enjoy the rest of our time on the island if we can't work together." The kids all looked at each other, unsure of what to do. But then Cammie had an idea. "Let's have a competition," she said. "A competition to see who the best island adventurer really is." Everyone agreed and quickly got to work planning the competition. They picked out all sorts of challenges, from obstacle courses to puzzle solving, and made sure that everyone would have a chance to showcase their skills. The day of the competition finally arrived, and the kids were all excited and a little nervous. They knew that it was going to be a close race, and they wanted to make sure they did their best. As they started the first challenge, the kids quickly realized that they were all in this together. They helped each other over rough terrain, passed each other puzzle pieces, and cheered each other on. And by the end of the day, they had all realized that the most important thing was not who won the competition, but that they were all island adventurers, working together to have the best time possible on their magical island. The competition was over, and the kids had all had a blast. They were proud of their skills and were excited to see what other adventures the island had in store for them. But one day, as they were exploring a dense jungle, they stumbled upon a hidden cave. It was hidden behind a waterfall and was unlike anything they had ever seen before. "Whoa, this is incredible," said Blaze, who was always eager to see what was around the next corner. "I wonder what's inside," said Zane, who was always up for a good mystery. The kids decided to explore the cave, and as they walked deeper inside, they started to feel a strange energy. The air was thick and humid, and the walls were covered in mysterious symbols and drawings. "What do you think this means?" asked Cammie, who was always the curious one. "I don't know," said Tawny, who was starting to feel a little uneasy. "But I have a feeling that this cave is trying to tell us something." As they walked further into the cave, they came across a large stone door. It was covered in intricate carvings and looked like it had been there for thousands of years. "This must be the entrance to something special," said Remy, who was always up for a challenge. The kids worked together to try and open the door, but it wouldn't budge. They tried pushing, pulling, and even tried using some of their tools, but nothing seemed to work. "We need to find another way in," said Lenny, who was always the problem solver. The kids spent the next few hours searching the cave for any clues, but they couldn't find anything that would help them open the door. They were about to give up when Zane noticed something strange. "Look at this," he said, pointing to a small symbol near the bottom of the door. "I've seen this symbol before." The kids all gathered around, and sure enough, they realized that the symbol was one of the ones they had seen in their club's handshakes. "Do you think this means what I think it means?" asked Blaze, who was starting to get excited. "I think it might," said Cammy, who was starting to put the pieces together. "I think our club might have the key to opening this door." The kids quickly got to work, trying out different combinations of handshakes and movements, and after a few tries, the door finally creaked open. As they stepped inside, they were met with a breathtaking sight. The room was filled with glittering jewels, glittering gold, and sparkling silver. It was the most incredible treasure they had ever seen. "This must be the treasure of the island," said Tawny, who was in awe. "I can't believe it's real." But as they started to explore the room, they quickly realized that there was more to the treasure than just material wealth. There were ancient scrolls and mysterious maps, and even a hidden room with a large crystal ball. "This must be what the cave was trying to tell us," said Remy, who was starting to see the bigger picture. "We're meant to be here, and we're meant to find this treasure." The kids had learned so much about the island and the treasure, and they were excited to share their discovery with the rest of the world. But they quickly realized that they had a problem. The island was protected by powerful magic, and the only way off was to solve a series of challenges. And these challenges were designed to test the kids' friendship and teamwork. "We need to work together if we want to get off this island," said Lenny, who was always the voice of reason. The first challenge was a puzzle that required them to use their heads and work together. The second challenge was a race that tested their speed and agility. And the third challenge was a test of their courage and bravery. The kids were determined to complete all the challenges, and they worked together like never before. They helped each other, encouraged each other, and even gave each other a hand when they needed it. And when they finally reached the final challenge, they were met with a surprise. The final challenge was not a test of their strength or their skills, but a test of their friendship. "You must work together and prove that your friendship is unbreakable," said a mysterious voice. "Only then will you be able to leave this island and bring the treasure to the world." The kids looked at each other, and they knew what they had to do. They joined hands, and as they did, a bright light filled the room. When the light faded, the kids found themselves back on the beach where they had first landed on the island. And they were surrounded by a group of people who were there to help them. "You did it," said the leader of the group. "You've unlocked the secrets of the island, and you've proven that the power of friendship is stronger than anything else." The kids smiled, and they all hugged each other. They had learned a valuable lesson, and they would never forget the adventures they had on the magical island. As they made their way back to the mainland, they knew that they had a great responsibility. They would protect the treasure and share it with the world, and they would always remember the power of friendship and teamwork.